Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Batmobile lost his whale and Joker got away. Hey!
Hello, Kerrit podcast. Good song. Yeah, this sounds like something carrots could grow to.
Crunch into us.
What's up, Doc? What are we doing? I don't know. Fuck them.
Crunch.
Alright guys, well, we're trying to figure out mic formation, I guess. I don't know. I feel like this is pretty good setup, right?
Welcome to the Christmas edition of, what is the name of our, I've had some peanut butter porter recently.
I'm not going to tell you what the name of the
Kerrit podcast.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Christmas Kerrit. The Kerrit Christmas edition. Is there more alliteration we can fit in there? Let's just call it the Kerrit Christmas edition. That's the title of the show. Fuck you. Suck a dick. Eat my balls. Don't do that. That would hurt.
Yeah, we can't actually have 3 Ks in a row because I was thinking like Kerrit Christmas, make it with a K.
I like that.
Kerrit
could be
Christmas
missing.
Spectacular.
Oh, right.
But we can't throw 3 Ks in a row.
KK.
You could, but
It'd be bad.
untwist myself.
If you do KKE, that's okay. KKE.
Today on the podcast we have it's Christmas Eve.
It is Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas
Merry
Eve
Christmas
to you
Eve,
guys.
everybody.
Woo!
Yeah.
We have Kevin and myself. I am getting over a cold, so my voice sounds awful.
Yep, you sound like a fucking loser. I would rather just throw you in a fucking gutter and rob you and then fucking slit your throat and leave you to fucking die. I'm sorry. I'm really hyper right now.
Jesus Christ. And then we also have as a guest today, welcome to that shit, Alex Sweers.
Alex Sweers.
Hello.
Now, we went to school together, so I think this is the perfect guest for a Christmas episode because we all know each other. We're all fucking friends and shit. It's fucking dope.
Since elementary, kindergarten.
Woo! I love kindergarten. I love German. Kindergarten is German?
Is it really?
It is.
I did not know that.
Kindergarten.
That's why it starts with a K.
Yes.
Instead of a C.
Kindergarten instead of a C.
That's the reason there's a T in there instead of a D.
That's the reason kids in there come out hating Jews.
I didn't.
Because they don't. I'm just
I
kidding.
thought that was just the reason why it was so strict.
I loved Spielberg
that
films
too.
back then.
Yeah.
If you need to use
Schindler's List came out.
Oh, yeah.
if you need to use the restroom, put up your finger.
Oh, I guess everybody's been beaten by the
Did I
bathroom
tell you guys the
bug.
kindergarten story? You probably know this.
Did
right?
you
Should I
look
tell
up the
viewers?
teacher's dress?
No, that was the second.
Did you piss your pants?
So close.
All right, let's hear it.
This is the time, and I think you were both here at the time, I remember. It's Mrs. Dodge's class, and this is the class that has the bathroom separate in the classroom.
Yes,
they're in the classroom.
I remember Miss Dodge.
In the men's room, I used to always pee on the floor every single time because my logic was there was a drain on the floor, and I'm thinking, okay, it all goes in there. It's the same thing, which is kind of true, more or less.
Kind of true.
So I would pee in there.
Highlighted.
Obviously, they could find out later because it smelled horrible in there. I just didn't care about the pee on the floor. And then one day, the kindergarten teacher rounded everyone up and was like, "Hey, we have to have a talk. I remember this. Someone is peeing on the floor, and I need to know who it is. You're not going to get in trouble. I'm a kid. I'm like, I know you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, of course
There's
you're
going to be
gonna
some
get in trouble.
corrective
Yeah.
action here.
Anytime they say that, you're going to get in trouble.
Just blame it on the classroom hamster.
So I know it's a boy because it's in the boys' room.
And
I'm
women
like,
can't
ooh.
pee on floors.
It's like, I want you to tell me who it is. And I remember thinking, never did. Never told her. I stopped doing it because I'm sure they probably maybe figure it out
What
later.
a fucking smart thing to do. That's like,
I can't believe you did that.
I love
yeah,
how,
it's
like
great.
a
I've
dog,
never
you were
peed on the
like,
floor.
oh, I'm just going to not do that anymore then.
Yeah.
I don't want to get caught. Fuck this.
No. That's all. Maybe that was their intent.
Toilet splashing from here on out.
I don't
Okay.
understand how they didn't just figure out on their own that it was you.
I don't know. I would pee on the floor. I thought it was great.
They can't just DNA test kindergarten pee.
Well, no,
though.
what I'm saying is like the first time it happens, be like, maybe I'll check the bathroom after everyone gets out of it. And then be like, oh, there's piss
do
on the
some
bathroom
quick
after Alex did
investigating.
it.
That's
Done.
right. That's
It's
right.
fucking, it's funny how teachers are so stupid.
They aren't all stupid.
They're not all stupid, but that's a dumb
Some
example.
of them are. Yeah.
Well, she was.
How am I
approaching
ever
old age,
going to
wasn't she?
finish? How am I going to figure this out? Maybe I can just talk to each student individually
had a
and
dialogue.
ask them. Oh, they didn't tell me. They must not trust me.
Oh, no.
No, just fucking look in the bathroom, you dumb twunt.
I didn't.
Twunt.
Kids back then used to have. Remember there were ants in the classroom? People would play with ants and have pet ants.
What?
Oh yeah,
Actual ants?
Yes, they would find ants in the classroom and they play with it, and she would like take them away from kids and roll them up and throw them. Like that's like murder for
No,
those
what
ants.
a twunt.
Yeah, when you're a kid, that's kind of scary, you know.
So what are we doing? We're hanging out at Alex's place. Alex has he is the first of our group of friends to have his own house because he's successful.
He is. He is the first person to.
It's nice to hang out in. We're drinking eggnog and it's what is it?
With Fireball.
Eggnog and Fireball. Custard nog.
It's custard nog,
which is a little creamier.
very
I
good.
think I don't really know how to explain it. It tastes a little more like custard. Like if you had a Long John.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
It's really.
a
I
lot
like it
right
better.
now.
Delicious.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And
very
Fireball.
sweet. And I'm having a peanut butter porter, which is really delish. I want to make another drink, you guys. I'm getting pretty plastered already.
Well, then you should make another drink
It's 11:30.
in the morning.
There's still more beer. We have a lot. We're in the perfect place to do that too.
This is fun. This is a good podcast.
It is. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Hopefully we'll have a guest deer joining us soon.
A guest deer. We are in the vicinity of deer.
Yes.
So Alex, what did we do last night? Give us
Okay.
listeners
we
a
had
rundown.
a gift exchange and we called the pizza place. Somebody answered and says we're not open. I'm like, well, you're there. Okay. And then we called the alternative pizza place, which is also delicious, with the exception of the mixing the sauce with a bare arm, but we got past that.
Yeah, the guy who mixed the sauce with just a hairy arm.
Yeah, we didn't see that, but I've heard it happening there.
And I thought it was funny how I said, well, you're going to bake it in the oven so it kills all the germs. And then you guys both countered with, yeah, but hair.
There's still
I'm
hair.
like, oh my God, you're right.
It
I
might
never
not
even
melt
thought.
fully into the pizza.
Ugh, gross. It'd burn. And then you'd be like, this pizza smells like burnt hair and pepperoni.
We came back, and then we had a gift exchange before. That was
true.
awesome.
Uh-huh.
That was fun.
Kevin and I both got each other something from the movie The Thing.
Yes.
That's such an obscure movie too. That's like Star Wars. I could see Star Wars or like Harry Potter because that
Yep.
is popular. But The Thing,
Like
that's
if,
amazing.
No one watched
That's
it.
the thing where it's like if either of us were a girl, then they'd be like, oh my God, and then we fuck.
Yeah. And then he'd film it, and then we'd put it online and get money for it.
Well, we'd put it with the podcast for sure.
Oh yeah, we could have
a
attach-
video response.
There we go. That's not a bad idea. We should just start like banging random women for the podcast and be like, "Hey, would you mind if we attach this, like tweet it out or whatever?" And they'd be
Sure.
like, "Yeah, that sounds good. Like, I'd love to get famous.
Well,
for
get me
20
famous?
listeners."
Absolutely.
Oh man,
ambient. Sorry.
ambient noises. I love it.
Alex is at the sink.
Yep. And then after all of these gift exchanges, where we all gave each other. This is a tradition that has been going on since probably 8th grade ish, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think about then.
And then we watched.
Wes wasn't here.
watched
We got
movies.
Wes in
That's
it
true.
later. But
You watch movies?
Who fucking farted?
Oh, I gotta go,
did?
guys.
It was
shout
Alex
out to
this time.
welcome to the show.
You guys gotta catch up.
officially a part of it.
that was.
Shout out to Wes, who is probably listening to this. He's,
Yeah.
he's still out in Utah.
Utah.
His name is actually Wesley. Okay.
We have some gifts for you,
Wesley.
Wes.
Yep, he's British. So.
So usually he does the gift exchange, but he was not here this year.
Yep. And so we had to just. He just tripped going up the stairs.
He just.
Oh man. Oh shit.
Well, Kev, how are you? I guess this is our second.
So, about what? What do you mean? In general?
Well, Alex is here.
Oh, I'm fine. We had watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows after we did all the gifts. We should just stick to Christmas topics. Should we try to? We should have, since it is a Christmas edition. Let's talk about Christmas topics. I think that a new running tradition should be to watch the Always Sunny Christmas special, the 42-minute long edition.
it's great.
It's so funny when fucking Danny DeVito gets birthed from the leather chair.
Yes.
And he's all covered in Crisco or whatever the fuck that is.
Sweat. I think it's
Yeah,
so
gross. That's, dude.
Can we just talk about TMNT for 1 second?
Sure,
And
Teenage
then we'll-
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I knew it was gonna be bad, but that was way worse than I thought.
It was pretty
And
sad.
that's coming from a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
Yep. Let's
Yeah.
see how many times we can say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the podcast.
We are in a, let's just say TMNT to abbreviate it, but we are in a dark era with Turtles right now. Like, financially, it's doing very well, it's successful, but the movies are terrible.
Which is
So
ironic
bad.
because it's supposed to be out of the shadows.
Yeah.
It's
so
a dark
bad.
period.
They're under the umbrella.
So bad. So bad.
It's fucking terrible.
It was. I did like the part where they had a CGI piece of pizza fall into a basketball floor, and then the basketball player tripped on it, and he said, "That's pizza.
On my Nike.
Pizza on my Nike."
And it's
then,
stuck to a shoe. That would never happen. It would fall off, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then the ref is like, welcome to New York, and instead of being like, where did that come from? Like, that's kind of weird.
that's
that
And then it
there's a
shows
piece of
the
pizza.
turtles in the sewer just be like, well, that was a close call. Shut the fuck
They
up.
ruined it.
And then on replay, they realize that the pizza slice came from the rafters, and they're like, how the fuck did that happen? That doesn't seem possible.
They have dudes out there like during concerts adjusting lights and stuff.
Yeah, but not at basketball games, do they?
No, I don't know.
No.
I haven't been to one.
Now that I'm
Just move.
thinking about it out loud.
What did?
The sleeve.
The sleeve of what? Is there a fucking ferret in it?
No. We go.
It's like an elephant trunk. All right. So, Christmas topics, huh? That's, well, first of all, let's talk about mistletoe. I have not seen mistletoe anywhere.
Me either.
In a long time.
I actually...
Which is the creepiest myth of all.
Oh, I've
if you
heard
don't
of that.
kiss beneath it, something bad happens to you? Is that the myth?
I think if it's kind of like that thing, if you don't use it, you lose it. See, if you don't,
My lips!
My
Oh
lips
my
are
god!
gone.
I can no
Pretty
longer
scary.
form M's.
Oh,
Oh
no.
But you can speak without using the word with the letter M.
How do you address your mother?
Hey,
Oh God, other blood.
what do you call mom other than mom?
Mom?
Mother? Other?
Mommy? Mama?
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 No.
All right, fuck this. This is so stupid.
Let's talk about Christmas movies that we should have watched.
Norman.
Die Hard. We
was
should have
gonna say
watched
Die
Die
Hard.
Hard. That's you know what?
The
Why don't we
fifth one.
let's do a top 3 Christmas movies, okay, guys? So Die Hard, it sounds like is on everybody's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but
The original Grinch.
Scrooged.
I have not. I've seen like 20 minutes of it on Netflix. I've never actually finished Scrooge.
Such a
with
great movie.
William Murray.
It's a good movie.
Schindler's List.
That's a pretty good one. I do.
Oh, Christmas movies.
What the hell? What'd you think? Christian movies?
Hanukkah.
No
Jews.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Christian because they're
Yeah.
they're taking over sort of.
I get it.
Okay. Anyway, so what was the movie I was watching recently? And I was like, oh my god,
Miracle
this is a Christmas
34th
movie.
Street?
That is a really good
It's
movie.
a Wonderful Life.
That's a good movie.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah.
Footloose.
Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Well, we're definitely out of top 3 now.
No, we're naming individual ones.
Okay.
I think. So I'd say those are 2 of mine.
The Grinch is good.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily. So everyone says that Die Hard is the best Christmas
Yes.
movie, and I think they say that because
It is.
it's a good movie.
It also
But-
has action in it.
Has a little
Has
Christmas
action in it.
It does
Has
have
a little Christmas in it.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
I guess it
But
makes
it's
it a
like
Christmas movie.
it happens at Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie.
They make a lot of Christmas.
Like everyone's saying that now.
It's
because
Christmas, Theo.
Yeah,
Time for miracles. It has a lot of Christmas themes. in
It does, but
it
it's
kind of does, actually.
It's not a Christmas movie, but everyone's saying it because it's the least one.
Not in the traditional sense.
I get it. I think it's I get irritated by hearing everybody say the exact same thing a lot. Does that make sense?
I mean, you want
It
people
is.
to say things other than Die Hard as the best Christmas movie.
No, I think that people are just saying it to say it now. They don't like
it's awesome.
It is. It's fantastic. It's one of the best movies of all time.
I think it's
easily.
I think it's a movie that like some people like. I don't go out of my way to watch a Christmas movie except Die Hard, which has enough Christmas in it to kind of be in the same realm.
So you like it because it's not a Christmas movie, but you're like
It's not. It's not
like
a
an action
Christmas movie that has some Christmas in it. That therefore I kind of find a way to like it as a Christmas movie because I can watch it
Because
anytime.
blatantly Christmas movies are too ridiculous.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not really a Christmas movie.
I mean,
Based on both of your definitions
No.
just now.
It's not.
I didn't
it's
say
not,
that.
It's
I'm-
not primarily themed on Christmas, obviously.
No.
But it's a movie that takes place in Christmas, has a lot of Christmas elements, so I think it puts it in the same realm as a Christmas movie. But it's not a movie that was made with the intent to be purely a Christmas
exactly.
movie.
It just kind of ended up being perceived that way.
Yeah.
I would
Now.
say it is a Christmas movie. I mean, because
I think it's a gray area, but I could see both arguments.
yeah, and let's not forget the soundtrack has Jingle Bells all the time in the background.
Well, would you say Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie?
No, I don't. I watched that recently. I don't remember any Christmas.
Happens at Christmas. It's a year later.
It does happen at Christmas, but it lacks the Christmas elements. The only thing it trades all of the Christmas elements of the first one for snow, and that's it. There's no real Christmas.
It's
shit.
fucking awful.
Die
Die Hard 2.
No, I
It's
rewatched it.
terrible.
It's not that bad.
It's
It's
pretty
not
bad.
as good as the first and the third. It's better than the fifth.
Well, what isn't?
Literally me
Yeah,
pooping.
the
is
fourth
better
one. The
than
fourth one's not bad.
It goes 1, 3, 2, 4, 5 for me.
Yeah, I can see that. 1, 3,
You like
2,
2 more than
5.
4?
I like 2 more than 4.
I think 2 more.
Really?
is better.
2, I think at least has personality. The fourth isn't too bad, but the fact that it's PG-13 and it's on such a large scale really hurts.
Have you
it.
seen the R-rated version?
Yeah, but it's all CG blood, so it's all fucking whatever.
Yeah. Kevin Smith's in it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
Kevin Smith's in it. In Die Hard
Oh,
4.
okay. I thought you said Kevin Smith's in it. You were fucking thing after my name.
Boba
I was
Fett's
like,
in
what?
it.
Kevin Smith's in it.
It's like, wait, you fucking call me a liar?
Which is funny that he's in that, and then he's also the director of Cop Out, and Bruce Willis had met him previously, and then treated him like shit on Cop Out. Isn't that
No,
weird?
they made Cop Out after Live Free or Die Hard.
That's what
Are
I'm
they doing a
saying.
6th
Oh,
one?
yeah.
That's really weird.
Well, it's because they had to work in a different professional relationship with Kevin Smith being the director this time.
yeah.
Hey, are they doing a 6th one?
I heard they were.
Die Hardest?
Die Hard Year Zero is what I heard they're going to call it, 'cause it's going to be a prequel movie.
Oh, boy.
What? With
Is-
who?
I don't know. Who
Bruce
is
Willis
Bruce Willis?
facial
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I guess.
CGI.
Yeah.
CGI.
That, you know, that would be cool. Expensive. They can never afford that.
It wouldn't be worth it.
I think, why would they do a prequel to Die Hard? So not only has he
Yeah,
been in
seriously, you don't need
situations
one.
like
That's the whole
all the
point.
time, like this is happening again, it's happening again, it's happening again. How could this happen to one guy? And then, oh, it happened to me before this movie too.
Dude, they'll re-release the original Die Hard with a new line of dialogue that says, like that one time I was 25.
Yeah, I was at the mall and then it got overrun.
Oh, I'd
that
actually watch
Mallrats?
that. That sounds awesome.
Ben Stiller was in a parody of the mall, I think.
Who's in Mallrats?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if
He
you've
has
seen
a
that
theme
one.
with malls, doesn't he?
Does
Malls
he?
and museums.
Malls and... Well, Indiana
So-
Jones has a thing with museums.
Other top 3 Christmas movies.
Hang on now. And that's... What? Literally, I just fucking watched when I was like, holy shit.
Oh, Revenge of the Sith.
Does that count? They don't. Do they have Christmas in the Star Wars
No,
universe?
not that I know of. Oh, the holiday special.
Oh my god, Christmas holiday special. That counts.
It does.
God, that was bad.
I think we got to 5 minutes to the end, but we couldn't watch it because it was too adult with that weird Wookiee porn.
Yeah, they actually. That's a literal thing. Wookiee porn. It's
Pretty hairy. It's like the 80s porn on steroids.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life is top for me.
I don't know if I've actually seen that whole movie.
What makes me cry all the time?
That is. It's solid Christmas.
Spider-Man 3
style.
made me cry almost.
What
Yeah.
about Citizen Kane?
That's not a
I never
Christmas
liked
movie.
it.
Doesn't it happen at Christmas?
Don't they have no? Not enough.
I
Not
thought it-
enough of it.
I thought it was
happens at Christmas
overrated.
to count. Because I think he's dying during the winter, right?
Okay,
that's like
yeah.
the closest I think that happened.
How did he die?
Old age.
I think.
Really? That's too bad. It's supposed to be an amazing movie, but like
It
most
is.
old movies you watch it like,
Oh, I just
I actually like. I need to watch it again, but I do
really
remember
good.
enjoying it. What the hell? Okay, so like for example, Lethal Weapon could be a Christmas movie. That takes place at Christmas. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang takes place at Christmas,
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So does Iron Man 3 for that matter. If we're talking about Shane Black movies, because all of his fucking movies take place at Christmas.
What about the other guys?
Sucker Punch?
That's not a Christmas movie.
I don't think so.
That didn't take place at Christmas though.
Sucker Punch.
Maybe the long kiss goodnight.
Shane Black, right?
He didn't do the other guys. That was Adam McKay and Will Ferrell.
Oh, not the other guys. I'm sorry.
The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys.
That is. I don't remember if that's a Christmas movie.
I didn't see
I don't
it.
think it does take place at Christmas.
Interesting.
I don't think so. But he wrote The Last Boy Scout. That takes place at Christmas, I think. Doesn't it? I know Long Kiss Goodnight does. Lethal Weapon, Long Kiss Goodnight. What the hell was I looking at? And I was like, oh my god. Maybe I am thinking of Long Kiss Goodnight. Have you seen that with Gina Davis and Sam
Yeah, I've
Jackson?
seen that.
Oh, this Christmas talk, I had to get a candy cane.
Good for you.
You gonna turn it into a sharp thing at the end and kill someone?
How'd you know?
That's what I always did with candy canes.
That's my plan if I'm ever in a terrorist-occupied airplane. Bring candy canes and then suck it into a tip and then poke them in the eyes.
That's a good idea.
That's actually a good way to bring.
Weapons on board.
Yeah, like
Well-
you're gonna threaten to.
And now we all get arrested.
Now we get arrested.
Crap, now the terrorists are going to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you
get
can't.
some.
Yeah, terrorists bring candy canes on planes.
Oh yeah, that's such a good idea.
That's not how they sound.
When they stash these in...
not anymore.
How do you bring a candy cane into a mosque?
In your pocket.
Okay, over.
I've got something in my front pocket for you. Why don't you reach into my front pocket and give it a squeeze?
Butters.
What if this
I don't know, guys.
what if this podcast is later taken by
for evidence.
Homeland Security because terrorists use...
Well, it's not going to happen. They're going to have to listen to 25 minutes until they get to the idea about fucking terror.
They're gonna be like, oh, we heard the word terrorism. We're gonna have to look into this now. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Well, I mean, that is pretty Christmas,
It
talking
is a
about terrorists.
one-time use.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then there's always, let's not forget about the classic. I mean,
We should have written these down.
we probably should
We didn't
have.
even think about
A
this.
Christmas Story everyone talks about.
Christmas Story.
That's a good one.
That's on my top 5.
I just saw somebody who hated that movie, and I can
Oh,
understand
man,
it. It's played all the goddamn time at Christmas. There's no surprises in that movie anymore. It's well done. I personally enjoy it still, but I
me
can
too,
understand
okay.
why somebody would be like completely not into it.
You know what you do? You just turn off TBS.
Yeah, they play it for an entire fucking day. Did you ever see A Christmas Story 2? Yes, there's a sequel.
I did know about it. I never saw
I
it.
do not know.
It came out like a couple years ago. It's called like Ralphie's Revenge. He goes on a killing spree with his Red Ryder BB gun.
No,
I
he
am
doesn't.
joking about that part, but it does exist.
Ralphie's Revenge.
Was it the same actors?
No, God, they didn't even try. Let's fucking find out.
Is it like a real licensed sequel?
I mean, it's called A Christmas Story 2. I don't know if that counts. I think
Wow.
it counts. A Christmas Story.
Some movies shouldn't have sequels.
Yeah, like many of them. Many movies.
Wow, it came out fucking 4 years ago in October. Also known in the trailer as A Christmas Story 2 Official Sequel. Well, they were really trying to lay it on thick, weren't they?
Official sequel. Was there another one that wasn't?
Yes, there actually is another sequel. It's called this. My Summer. It Runs in the Family. That's what it was called. That was the sequel to A Christmas Story, which was directed by
Same
the original
actors.
director of A Christmas Story. So that's a literal sequel.
So that's like a worthy one.
What's it about?
Let's find out. Wait, which one?
The first one. It runs in the family.
That is about. And so, for some reason, it's called My Summer Story, even though it was released in theaters as It Runs in the Family. 1994 film. Okay, let's see. Hang on. The cast of the original film had aged to the point they could no longer fit the roles, so they cast the entire thing over again. Hey, Charles Grodin's in it, Mary Steenburgen is in it, and Kieran Culkin is in it. This is a decent cast. Takes place in the summer of 1941. Several plot lines. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, Ralphie's mom would like to finally get something done, or get something other than a gravy boat on dish night. Okay, who cares? It takes place in the summer. It's a Christmas Story version of that in the summer.
That's true.
all you need to know.
Do you think it would be good?
I'd watch it. I've seen a little bit of it. I remember Charles Grodin yelling at the Bumpkiss people for their fucking dogs. You know how the dogs are
Yeah.
always a thing?
Oh boy, they're in the movie?
Yeah. And then the what is A Christmas Story 2 about? It takes place 6 years after. Ralphie is 15. He wants a convertible. He causes the car to roll back out of the used car lot and gently tap a light pole, causing a plastic reindeer on the pole to loosen and fall through the convertible top. So he bands together with Flick and Schwartz to raise enough money to fix it before Christmas so that the car dealer won't have Ralphie thrown in jail. That sounds like a fucking awful movie.
Yeah.
I would definitely not watch that.
That sounds so stupid.
I like the idea that
Sounds
Daniel
worth not even
Stern's in
knowing
it.
it exists.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's all that sets the movie in motion, and the movie is about raising money.
Ugh.
So he won't be put in jail. You won't be put in jail. You're 15.
Yeah, well, he might be. You know, the 40s were a rough time. He'd probably get drafted.
Yeah, he would.
You can't fix my car. You're going to the army, boy.
And then it's like more American Graffiti.
Yeah, with Charles Martin Smith trying to fake an injury to get out of Vietnam.
Yep.
Such
Did
a
Lucas
sad movie.
direct that one too?
I think he produced it. I feel like he did. He was
Yeah,
definitely
it
involved.
seems to-
Harrison Ford was in it, you know?
Was it really?
Ron Howard came back.
Oh, boy.
Paul Lamont came back. Everyone came back, actually. Except for Richard Dreyfuss.
Good choice.
Yeah, he was busy being famous and winning Oscars.
Yeah.
And by Oscars, I mean one Oscar
Oscar?
for Best Actor for The Goodbye Girl.
Harrison
By Neil
Ford.
Simon.
Harrison Ford's great.
I like Harry Ford.
Okay, so back to Christmas movies.
Lethal Weapon.
Well, I have my top 2 so far.
Yeah, this is rough. I feel like we need a list of like commonly placed ones, but maybe we shouldn't use lists. We should be thinking of them ourselves to make it
More authentic. Yeah.
authentic. I was gonna say alternative, but that's the type of music on 97.9 WGRD.
It's like a rock for.
So what's yours, Alex?
Let's see. A Christmas Story, The Grinch, the original without Jim Carrey, and
Are we bringing TV specials into
I think
this?
that this could
is that
count. It is a TV special, but I mean it's so
and a movie?
well known.
Or Die Hard is my third favorite.
The Grinch, and that one is called How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Jim Carrey one is technically called How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but everyone calls it The Grinch because the Grinch is in a bigger font.
I didn't care for the Jim Carrey one at all. I thought it was terrible.
I think it's fine.
It's all right. It was
was
quoted
weird.
a lot by people that I knew in school, and I thought that was interesting because it never caught on with me as in my childhood. But
Yeah,
did
it
with them,
wasn't-
and it was funny how that worked.
Yeah,
out.
it wasn't like my
It
favorite.
was kind of weird, I thought. It was a little strange.
There was a lot of
Mr. Grinch.
It was a good cast.
I do miss Jim Carrey trying
Yeah, that was a nice time when that happened.
when he used to try. And then I remember the Cat in the Hat. It spawned this Cat in the Hat, basically.
And the Mike Myers was in that.
That was pretty bad.
At least Jim Carrey didn't take the route that Adam Sandler did,
That's
right.
true.
That's true.
which is
He does occasionally. You see
Like Bruce Almighty was pretty good.
That was
But
excellent.
then we're talking about
Yes,
a movie
Man.
that was what, fucking 15
2003,
years ago?
yeah.
Yes Man was another
That
decent
was
one.
decent in 2009. But then ever since then, what? The incredible Burt Wonderstone. He had a supporting role. That movie sucked.
Didn't see it.
Wait.
Exactly.
Is that the one where
Steve
Yeah.
Carell and Steve Buscemi.
Kick-Ass 2.
Kick-Ass 2, he disowned it.
he did?
He did.
He made some
well, he
remarks
disowned
he
it
didn't
because of the
recall.
violence, not because of the movie.
Yeah. I didn't think that movie was that bad. I haven't seen it in a while.
I didn't see
think
it.
I might have
Everyone
it.
said it was shit.
Really?
Yeah, which is weird because I saw opening night because I was like still working at the movie theater, so I could see things for free. And when it came out, I was like, I'm actually really excited for this. This
Dude,
is cool.
Aaron Taylor Johnson is a really good actor.
He can be.
Did you? I mean, you haven't
Oh,
seen
Nocturnal
you haven't
Animals.
seen Nocturnal
I believe
Animals
he was
yet.
nominated for that.
He
for
should
Golden
be.
Globe for best supporting actor.
He was really good.
Cool. That's good.
He was really fucking good.
He was good in Godzilla. They just didn't give him much to do.
Yeah,
Godzilla was an excellent film.
Indeedly do.
I disagree.
I don't know if it was excellent, but
My
it was
mom
good.
and I saw it. We both liked it.
It was okay.
I liked it.
I hated it.
Really?
I didn't like it, but it's okay. Does that make sense?
Not see it again, but I did like it. Well, you know, I might.
I liked it, and I thought it was probably better than okay, but I can completely understand all the arguments against it because
I
the
like-
storyline was pretty.
Has
nothing.
thing's mouth open.
It's
and
so
puking
nothing.
out.
Okay. Let's
Cool.
just move on.
Moving on.
Let's move on.
I think my favorite kind of Christmas drink is hot chocolate. I love how good it makes me feel, and it's so hot, and it makes me feel really warm inside.
if you guys could see the smile that Kevin had on his.
On his face.
Like, can we listen to here? We're gonna stop and listen to this again. Talk to you guys in a second. Alex is looking outside. He's looking for deer.
Look for
Hey guys, I think I see Santa's sleigh.
They've been pooping out there.
Yeah, that's what deer do.
Have you seen any bear?
No.
Bears?
I've asked all my neighbors that I talk to that I can endure, and they say that they haven't seen any bear. But there's one in Cascade not too long ago, so I know they must have been through here.
What do you mean endure? Like, there's some neighbors you can't endure?
No, there's one next to me who's great, good guy. The other one's nice, but I can tell he secretly hates how I cut my grass.
Why?
How do you cut it? Zigzags?
I switch it up. I do like, this way, that way, and then zigzag the other way, just for fun. And it's supposed to be good for it. But the first time I was cutting my grass, he stopped me. It was nice, but he said, "Oh, it looks like your lawnmower deck's a little bit lower than mine." I'm like,
Whoa.
Wow.
That's fucking weird.
yeah, I'm like, wow, that's an observation, but why would you tell me? I'm like, okay.
Who gives a shit about
Yeah.
your fucking deck on your fucking lawn?
And then he asked me if I could do one more pass, because,
What?
Oh, yeah, 'cause
it's your lawn.
well, he was telling me where the border was. He's like just super anal about everything. And so I'm like, yeah, I guess so, because like, you know how like there's like sights on a lawnmower, for lack of another term, you can tell? I was like well within the sight, but his lawn is a little higher, so it looked like there was a strip there, and there really wasn't, but I went over it anyway. And now I just think he just doesn't give a shit, because I don't care what he says,
Well,
Fuck him, dude.
this is the guy with the weird barrier over here, right?
Yeah.
You should show Gerrit real quick.
Yeah, okay, look out the window here.
And then, Gerrit, you explain it so that people listening understand.
Like, that's our property line, but what the hell? Like, does he need to establish the
Okay,
property
so
line?
he has like one of those orange fences that are. It's like
That's not the barrier,
It's
though.
like plastic, right? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's the
That's
snow
something
itself.
else.
He piled up snow on the
Yeah, that's our
property line.
property line, and there's like you can see where it's exposed, and it follows to the road. That's exactly where the property line is. But he like marked it with a snow pile.
Isn't that weird? Which is so.
That's
basically-
the weirdest fucking thing I've ever
So-
seen.
Yeah, and he has orange fences. He has snow fences in his yard, maybe to prevent buildup
deer
of
coming
snow.
in,
I
maybe?
don't know.
I can tell you this much though.
A little strange.
If you can't do anything with your lawn in the wintertime, which is a given because it's
Right.
fucking winter,
Yes.
then there's no point to mark property lines on an area where, I mean, like, you have a lot of area around you.
Oh, yeah.
People,
Yeah.
you don't really need to know where that is
Like,
right now.
this neighbor's cool. He's like, I don't really know where the property line is. It's here. If you mow over this way, if I mow over that way, I don't care. I'm like, I don't care at all, dude. He's very cool. And I even do some trim. He's an old guy. I do a little bit of trim behind his garden because he has a rider, impossible to get there. So I do a little trim for him. Takes me like 5 extra minutes. He's a good guy. He did
What about the other guy? How old is he?
He looks like he is...
That's never a good start.
Probably in his early 50s.
Those guys.
He put a Trump sign out, so I put a bigger Trump sign out just to dwarf him. So
my hands are bigger than yours.
Oh yeah.
My sign is bigger than yours.
He put it right on my property line, so he probably doesn't know where I'm at politically. So I'm like, I'll show him. So I got a
fuck
bigger one
him,
out there.
dude.
That's weird. Yeah. Good for him, though. I really appreciate that he did mark your property line in the winter.
It is pretty.
Ooh, fuck that!
And one time I was raking leaves, and I rake leaves traditional style. It's probably
Gerrit.
the best way. I rake them. I rake them into a tarp, and I tarp them off in the woods. I have so much woods, I can just put them in the woods. But I was raking leaves. It takes me a couple hours, and he stops me. He's like,
Did you just fart too, Kevin?
No, this is...
we're playing fart tennis.
Hold on, quiet. Do it again.
That's just the stool.
Literally.
Wait. Okay, so you're rigging leaves and you're putting them out in the backyard.
And he stops me, and he's like, "You should just cut them up." I'm like, "What?" Just hit them with a lawnmower. I'm like, "That's just kind of not the right way to do it."
Yeah, you're like, fuck off.
Yeah, it makes a mess. And plus, why does he give a shit how I...
Yeah, it's your fucking lawn.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if you do have leaves, you shouldn't mow them over because then you still have leaves in your property.
Yeah, I guess it does help fertilizer, but there's a little bit... You always leave a little bit of leaves behind. You can't get them all, and then you hit those. But
It's just like, I feel like you got to get the first, 2 or 3 waves of leaves because they come off in droves.
that's what I did,
So
yeah. And then
gotta-
after that, they settled down.
Yeah, you
It's
have
like,
plenty
geez,
of
man.
fucking
annoying.
opportunity to let some more leaves lay down.
He could be worse. He's an alright guy. I've heard horror stories about neighbors. He's not a problem. He's very anal about everything. I
Right.
can tell. Like, his lawn looks perfect. There's a couple of odd bald patches, but his lawn's beautiful.
He's not a problem, but he wants to be.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a problem. Apparently, I am right now. Woo!
The next door neighbor's really nice. This was unexpected. I have a Christian background, and even I was kind of like, whoa. But I made an offhand comment about I'm not Catholic, but I said I might have a Catholic priest bless my house just for giggles, just in case something was left behind.
Right. My parents had a Catholic priest bless their house.
And he's like, oh, you don't have to do that. We could do that. Right on the spot, he does a prayer with me. Like, he just starts doing a prayer, blessing every corner of the property, warding demons away. And I'm just kind of like, this is happening right now, man. Like, this guy is, I guess he's doing a favor. He's trying to help.
How'd you feel? Did you like it?
Yeah, I'm like, well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm like, I gotta go now. Like, he'll talk to you. He's an older guy. He'll talk to you for an hour.
Is this the good guy that's next to you?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Okay.
I love him. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good neighbor. Him and his wife, nice family. Good guy.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be totally down with someone blessing my property.
Yeah,
Like a neighbor.
even whether or not what he's doing is right or wrong, he thinks it's right and he's trying to help.
Yeah,
So-
he's doing it out of the
builds some
goodness of his
camaraderie.
heart.
Yeah.
He's not he's not doing it maliciously.
no, and
Unless
I don't
he
think
is
there's
a
anything
Satanist
bad
and
on
he's,
my property. But
Yeah.
He's actually trying to condemn your place to hell.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna take all the goddamn stuff out of our house and sell it on eBay.
Vibe, but
You probably should have known, Alex. He did say "goddamn" 8 times.
yeah, he's nice.
God damn this corner to hell! God damn this corner to hell!
Yeah, I haven't had too many demons here.
Yeah, too many demons.
No, that's not bad. Probably not to begin with. The house is from 96, 97. No one's died as far as I know here. So
Except for some people in the downstairs. It looks like
Probably.
the previous tenant was a bit of a hoarder of body parts.
possibly, yeah. He left behind a couple of teeth, jawbone.
Alright.
I just reboiled them.
Alex, what's in this closet over here?
Nothing too interesting. A vacuum cleaner and some coats.
Hello! Oh my god!
What's in there? Oh, forgot about that. She's still alive?
I don't think so.
It's too bad. Orientals, jeez.
I don't know, I heard something out of there. It sounded like she said help me or something.
That was the basement.
Did the HVAC guys disturb you at night? Was that loud?
HVAC.
Was that loud?
I heard
no.
something. I did hear. I mean, it didn't disturb me, but I heard it. I was like,
slept
is
like
Alex
a-
doing something right now?
Yeah, there's some noises, and occasionally you can hear something run up the stairs, and I'm pretty sure it's like as the joints heat up, go like that. But the first couple times, I'm like there's someone running up my stairs.
What are they doing? Like, where are they? They're not in the house.
The what?
What are we talking about?
You're talking about guys came over here. And
No, the HVAC system, the like pipes and whatever, the duct work is.
I thought you meant like people came over here to work on it because you're part of an association. So I thought.
Oh yeah, no, they never do. It's like an association. It's like literally in name only,
and in money only.
Yeah, you pay dues. The dues are like $300 a year. All they do is like take care of the road maintenance and plowing the road, not the driveway. Everything else is a house, so it's a condo.
Bad.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. People are like, "Oh, that's great. You don't have to cut your grass." I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah.
Hours.
And then afterwards, I had my neighbor bitch at me about what the fuck I should be doing. With
Yeah,
my
he's annoying.
grass.
Whenever I go out to work in the yard, he's like, then he goes out and does it too. It's like, what are you doing?
You should murder him.
He's in a fucking war with you.
I watched him rake leaves into a pile and then run over the piles of leaves with his lawnmower and then
rake it all again.
Well, it sucks it in the bag, so I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense. But still, I mean, just any like.
Why
Everyone
would you
here
rake
has
it?
a snowblower. Everyone here. And the driveway, this isn't that big of a driveway. It
No.
takes 25 minutes to, even in tough snow. Everyone's out there with the snowblower. I'm like, that just seems like unnecessary.
They're all old,
Yeah, that's true.
so that
too.
makes sense.
I feel like it's a convenience thing. Even though whenever I use a snowblower, my back starts killing me about 5 minutes in.
I don't know. It's just they're loud. They're kind of dangerous, and they blow snow everywhere. I'm
Yeah.
I like the shovel. It's quieter.
You know where it's fucking going.
Yeah. Shoveling somehow feels better on my back also, I must say. I don't
One time.
understand. It's really weird.
I had a moment.
I feel sore when I shovel,
Shovel?
but like in a good way.
Just keep
Yeah,
up
a
the
good-
water.
a
You
good
can
way.
get a heart attack when you're older too. But
I've always wanted to not have a heart attack. That'd be really cool.
there was one time the neighbors probably thought I was an idiot. I had a stump in my yard, about a foot out of it. It looked terrible. It was a stump in my yard. It's about maybe 8-inch diameter, maybe more, 8 or 9-inch diameter. And it just looked terrible. It's a stump. The guy cut it off, lobbed it off, and there's just a stump in there.
Because he's a shithead. He's like, I'll just fucking let this fucking thing stay here. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's gonna grow again
It
into a
looked-
big
it looked
beautiful
terrible.
tree
So
in 1,000
I
years.
dug around it and cut it. I don't have a chainsaw. I have a handsaw. I'm thinking this will take 10 minutes to cut through. I'm there for 45 minutes cutting through this damn thing.
Everyone thought you were an idiot.
Oh yeah, people driving by real slow, but it worked. It looks great. I think I showed it to you.
Yeah, I saw it. You got rid of that bitch.
Can't even tell. I threw it really far when I got out. I'm like, no.
Into that other guy's yard.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, when I was doing that, he came out and worked on his garden. He's probably looking at me like, what are you doing?
And then you just yell, just run over it with a lawnmower.
It'll go right into the bag.
I should have did that. Where's the back so heavy? But that's fun. It's a good neighborhood. So
I guess Christmas Vacation would be probably
I do
rounding out
love
my top
Christmas
three.
I didn't care for that movie, honestly.
I think it's so
good.
funny,
I never
man.
grew up with it as a kid. So.
I did. I
The
loved
fifth
it.
great Christmas. Like he starts losing his ability to talk. And then she'll enjoy the tree later, Clark. Her eyes are frozen. And then it shows her eyes and they're fucking like they're frozen.
Yeah.
It exists in a realm where shit like that happens and it's not detrimental to your health. I love shit like that.
I love the tree sap that's on his hands.
Yeah, yeah.
It just gets stuck to everything.
It finally gets stuck to. You know what's crazy about that scene is it's one shot.
Yeah.
And it's like a 2.5 minute scene, and it's just it's you don't see that in comedies. Like that's all about
No.
timing, you know. And so
Yeah.
he was just killing it. I wish we could explain that better, or maybe provide a clip. I don't know, something.
Yeah. If you guys watch Christmas Vacation, there's a part where Clark Griswold, played by Chevy Chase, gets a bunch of sap all over his hands because they got a big tree for Christmas, and
Real full, a lot of sap.
he cuts the tie that's like holding it together, and then it just explodes in this house, and he gets caught in it.
Explodes out the windows too.
And then in the next shot, he's laying in bed with Beverly D'Angelo, his wife. What's her name in the movie?
Ellen
Griswold.
Ellen.
And, there's a big long conversation, and then at the end of it, like it starts to get hilarious because his hands just keep getting stuck to everything, and you just
Because
don't-
it
tears
starts
out
out
magazine
small,
pages.
yeah.
Small
He's
with
just
him
using
turning the pages,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden he hugs her, and her hair gets stuck, and then he turns up the light, and the light gets pulled out of the wall. Fantastic,
really funny.
very funny. Also, the line. This was a huge one in our household when I was growing up. Was when Randy Quaid playing Cousin Eddie is emptying his RV's bathroom into the sewer, and the neighbor comes out and he goes, "Morning, shitter's full." Drinking a beer at like 9 in the morning, belching in his underwear. So funny. Oh man, Randy Quaid.
What happened to Randy Quaid?
He got so crazy, And then he filmed a weird sex tape with his wife. Did you see that?
No.
Who was that? Is that the guy
I didn't want to watch it, but I was just so curious.
How did
Is
you
it brother?
find that? Yeah, it's
It was
the brother.
I think it was on Reddit or
reminds
something.
me of a guy at
they
work.
do look similar also.
Weird.
I don't know what happened, but like randomly it's like, because he's a fugitive right now.
Really?
is?
Yeah, he's like living in Canada or
What did he
something.
do?
I don't know, like tax evasion, something kind of
like
minor,
not a real
but,
crime.
Yeah, but like he's been acting so weird for the last like 8 years, probably.
Yeah. Well, he was in that second Christmas Vacation.
That's
movie.
what I don't get is like he's been working fairly actively up until the part where he really went crazy. It's like, when did that happen? Like, have you always been crazy and only now it's really showing
He seemed
itself?
crazy in the show, but that's just him acting or in the movie.
Yeah, like even in Independence Day, he has shades of craziness, but like that's
yeah,
just
he was
kind of what he
older
brings
than
to the table.
Well,
It's
he's
like,
also he's brothers with Dennis Quaid.
who's totally normal as far as I
Really?
can tell.
That's
What's Dennis Quaid been up to
He's in
lately?
a ton of shit all the time. He's awesome.
Is he really?
I love Dennis Quaid.
What's the last thing he was in?
Jaws 3.
Yeah, that's fucking the 80s. What else has been Dennis Quaid been in?
Parent Trap?
That was the fucking 1990
Flight
something.
of the Phoenix.
That was 2005.
I
think.
4, I think. Not that it matters. No, he was okay, so the most recent he was in The Words with Bradley Cooper in 2013-ish, somewhere around there.
Okay, that's not a lot of shit.
Hang on.
You've said something in every decade.
There we go. Boom. That's all you
That's
need.
one thing.
Motherfucker. He was in Inner Space. He was in that movie with Julia Roberts called Something to Talk About. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? What the fuck has he been? He's been in a lot of things. You know, let's IMDb this. Ready? Here we go. Ew, is that your dog? God. Hey, Taken is going to be a TV show. That's cool.
Wait, isn't it takes place before Taken?
Yeah, it looks like shit. I watched the
Gosh.
trailer.
Is
It looks
Liam
awful.
Neeson in it?
No, it's
Okay.
some dude
But
who
it's-
looks like fucking Jim Carrey for some reason.
Yeah. But he's playing Liam Neeson's role. What the fuck, man?
It's like Die Hard. Something happened before then that weird. Well, I guess he did have
no
a
one
history
gives a
with
fuck about
No
this.
one gives a fuck. We care about the movie, the first movie we saw, because that's the first movie we saw. We don't...
Dude, Dennis Quaid's awesome. He was in fucking Frequency, Any Given Sunday, fucking Footloose.
Wasn't he in Apollo 13?
He was in fucking
no, he
G.I.
wasn't.
Joe and fucking...
been in lately?
Parent Trap.
Okay, hold on, here we go. Oh, God.
Changing your tune, huh?
He was in Drunk History for an episode. He was in Inside Amy Schumer for a couple episodes.
Oh,
that'd be terrible.
He's doing comedy work now.
I didn't realize Vegas was still on. Oh, I'm thinking of Las Vegas. I can't...
Schumer still a thing?
She shouldn't be, but she's in a new movie with Goldie Hawn. Did you see the trailer for that?
That looked bad. That
It
looked
look-
stupid.
It would be good if it wasn't Amy Schumer.
Probably. I enjoy Amy Schumer to the extent that I wish she wouldn't say things on social media. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she keeps doing that thing. Her and what's her name? From Girls.
Oh, Lena Dunham.
Lena Dunham. She said some shit too.
You're like, guys,
They
you know,
pulled her from the Bud Light commercials with Seth Rogen.
There's
She's a fucking ass, man.
There's some people that are good at expressing their personal opinions on Twitter, and there's some people who are bad at it. And Lena
Yeah.
Dunham and Amy Schumer both fall into that latter category.
Well, like, Amy always says shit that's racist, and then Lena always says stuff that's, like, super mean and insensitive to women. And I'm like, why is... And she says something racist, too. And I'm just like,
What are
why
some?
is
I know that Amy Schumer's bad with gun rights,
Well,
but
she,
what's
no,
racist?
Amy Schumer said something about... this is a while ago, but she said something about how... I can't remember exactly. It had to do with, like, Mexicans being rapists or something like that, or black
no,
guys
you're
being
speaking of Donald
rapists.
Trump.
No, I'm serious.
Sounds like it, yeah.
And then there's something, but I mean, you know, listeners, call me on this shit, please. But then I've been drinking.
Me too.
What was the other thing? We were talking about Lena Dunham, and she recently just said that she wished she had had an abortion,
Wow.
so she could relate to people.
Wow,
who
is
have.
that what she said? I
That's
didn't
what she
read this.
said.
I'd like
That'd
to
be easy
add
to
And I was
arrange.
just like, are you fucking kidding me? You
wish I
wished
could
you had an
have
abortion.
you
Okay,
could
first
do
of all,
that.
what a privilege, you fucking bitch. And then secondly, that's not what people who have had it's not like they wished they had it.
It's not like they want-
It's not a good decision.
Yeah.
You already don't understand it. I do, and I'm a man.
You can't want to have an abortion to
mansplaining.
identify with somebody.
Exactly.
You're just, if anything, just show support. You don't
Yes.
have to. You don't need to not.
They don't want you to fucking cater and kowtow
She
to
put
a
her
fucking dummy.
body.
Well,
I think Amy Schumer, at the very least, would be decent looking if she lost 30 pounds.
In the trailer, that tramp stamp she has, is that real? Do you remember seeing that?
Yeah, it is.
It is real? She does have a tramp stamp. So her book called The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo, I didn't realize she really did.
Yeah, she does.
That looks awful.
Gross.
I just don't think she's mostly funny, and
Well,
I mean, that's
we
about
referenced
it.
this in a couple episodes ago where she was talking about my boy Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep, that's right. We talked about that.
Unfavorably?
Yeah. So
How does she even talk about?
Was this an episode that was aired, or did it
I
need
don't
to
know.
get
I'm going to
aired?
do a quick recap, regardless of if it's in the next episode. I mean, it's just crazy. And
Well,
it takes two seconds to talk
We're
about.
bumping the next one that's supposed to be put up for this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was talking about how... so Odell Beckham Jr. is a wide receiver for the New York Giants. He's on my fantasy football team. He's a motherfucking beast. He's always getting touchdowns left and right. So he's a goddamn motherfucking beast, as I motherfucking said. And so, anyway...
Let me blow my nose a second.
Okay.
Because that was real weird, the way you were talking.
What are you talking about? What you talking about? What you saying? God damn it, you can hear me. Yep. That was that good for you? That was good for me.
Just getting some phlegm out. Sorry, guys.
Phlegm you cough up.
Some people are named Phlegm. Is that crazy or what?
That is not true. Is that
Yes,
serious?
Phlegm is a name.
I think that we should get some Fireball and some fucking custard nog.
I think all the custard's coming out of my nose.
Haha, that's what she said. Because she coughed. Okay, so...
Coughstard.
Anyways, quick recap. It's just crazy. You know, Amy Schumer was sitting next to Odell Beckham Jr. and he didn't say anything about what she was saying, but she was saying, like, I couldn't help but think that he was thinking thoughts about me. And it's like she started to quote him in her mind what she thought he was thinking. And it's like, he didn't say shit to you. And
This is Lena Dunham that did this, not Amy Schumer.
Are you positive?
I'm pretty sure.
It's funny how you can get them mixed up, though, right? It's easy. But well, it's just unfortunate, you know. I mean, I'm just my 2 cents. I really don't feel one way or the other. I think that they are talented. They certainly got to where they are. They need a certain amount of talent to do that. And they have a voice, but at the same time, you just got to be not a fucking jackass about it. Unfortunately. Well, you don't have to be either way.
It was Amy Schumer's podcast, I believe.
Okay.
But Lena Dunham said it.
Well, to be fair, Lena Dunham, you know, have you seen her recently? Like, okay.
I mean, fucking the idea that you can't talk shit about women's looks as if women don't talk shit about men's looks. And by the way, men, I don't think really care about how women look.
Yeah, they do.
We do, but not to an extent. Like, if you see, like, a fucking beauty magazine, that's women that edit that shit.
Oh, that's a joke. Yeah, I mean, I don't even trust... That's
Yeah.
stupid. I hate those magazines.
So, my thing is just, like, we don't hold you to that that standard of beauty. Society does, who it's fucking women that are creating that shit. And then you hate yourselves because that's what they tell you.
Well,
we
it's
don't
like, it's
fucking care.
Men who create it and women who create it.
Yeah, but it's higher society. It's not me doing it. I don't
Right.
fucking... I don't care how either of them look. I'd be happy to see both of their
Dude.
sets of tits. I don't care.
We're always caught in the crossfire, whether it be politics or
Yeah.
gender identity or...
Sorry I'm white and born this way.
Hey, that sounds like a good title.
So, I don't know.
Cool. How long are we at? What are we at right now?
We're at like 54.
Okay. Well, let's do a quick wrap-up because I want to go watch a movie or something.
Yeah, let's watch some Star Wars.
Or...
Better Call Saul.
I could do both.
I really just want to watch the first 30 minutes and see how the sci-fi, the special effects look without...
I see.
I'd be
original
down for that.
I see.
Do you want to do one or two Better Call Saul and then Star Wars?
I'd be okidoki
You want to do that?
with that.
Yeah.
I think that would be okay.
Nice.
All right, guys, this has been fun.
Yeah. Indeed.
Recap, Christmas is great. Hopefully you enjoyed
Wait
this
a
episode.
minute. I don't know if Christmas is great. I'm not a huge fan of Christmas. I feel like Christmas is the time of year where you have to
Depends on who
set
you're
aside your individuality and just conform to your family's wishes and appear and do all the things that you're supposed to do because that's what Christmas is supposedly all about. And then you're like, when you're done, you're like, sweet, I can leave now.
I think, yeah.
Not all the time,
I
but sometimes.
I agree with you, but I also think I like it.
I like most of it.
I don't like... There are certain times where I'm not looking forward to going to my family's, but I can grin and bear it enough. But I know that if I said I'm not going to go... Like, there's been years that I haven't went to certain parties. And I don't... It doesn't reflect. I don't know. I'm not excited because it's the same family I just saw for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Like
right.
that's bullshit. That there's two different. Come on.
Plus, the last time I went to my one side of my family for Thanksgiving, they all were like, "Oh, someone slapped in." I'm like, "Well, you're just putting your goddamn parties at fucking noon." I mean,
Yeah, why are they doing that?
I don't know. That one was at like what? Well, that might have been. Was it noon or 11? I don't remember.
I have
When
been
we met
late
up
to
at.
every party.
Yeah,
This year. It's been great.
I don't like being late, and I also don't like going. So I kind of just choose at some point.
Mm-hmm.
If I go see a movie and I'm late for that movie, I would say 75% of the time I turn around and leave, even if it's only like 15 minutes or 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I don't
And
want to
there-
miss any of the movie.
I don't want to miss any of it. I want to be able to see like the last trailer. Who fucking farted? Two podcast guests, or two podcast hosts, one guest. Who farted? And it was Gerrit at that time. Definitely Gerrit. I haven't gotten a good one in today.
Just gross, guys. I'm sorry.
Yep, big old piece of shit. Well, I'm gonna make some fireballs, some custard nog, and I'm gonna take a pee because I gotta piss like a motherfucking racehorse.
Guys, thanks for listening. Alex, what do you think about Christmas?
I love it.
You love it?
Tell us more.
Well, when I was a kid, I liked it because I thought everyone was celebrating my birthday.
Alex's birthday is on the 23rd of December. I should clarify.
But no, I think it's good. It gets the family together. I think everyone likes it and hates it to some extent.
We do, I think, all have relatives that are like on their way out.
Yeah,
That's
For
the
sure.
only reason I would want to go is my like grandparents aren't doing amazing.
me not so much
I see
anymore.
them a lot, anyways. So
Yeah, I don't see mine because I'm
It's
always
good.
busy and on the go.
It starts off fun. I hosted 2 parties this year. It's fun, but it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
it is.
Even
can be.
attending's overwhelming.
But I really don't like going to these things. Every single time I go, man, every time.
You're the butt of the joke.
It's not even just that. It's like the whole time I'm just standing in a corner like, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here.
You know how it
like,
is?
I can't involve myself. And if I do, it's completely fake.
This is kind of how it goes. When you're in high school, when are you going to graduate? When you're in college, when are you going to graduate? When you're out of college, when are you going to get a job? When you're out of a job, when are you going to get a house? When are you going to get married? When are you
Yeah.
going to have kids? It never ends.
They don't care.
Never.
They're just trying
Well,
to get
after-
brief updates on what
After
you're doing.
kids, it's gonna be when are you gonna die? When are you gonna die?
Are you gonna die
Because
in, like,
that's the
30
next
years?
thing.
No, grandkids, then you die.
Oh, when are you gonna have grandkids?
Life's a
I don't know.
bitch and then
Billy's
you
fucking
die.
5 right now. Let me
Yeah.
just fucking.
You can't. Shoot him blank.
When are you gonna have grandkids? Well, if I fuck my daughter, I don't know. Maybe never.
Yeah, because who would want to do that? I don't want to do that.
No, that's further south.
Ooh, fucking freaked me out.
Who fucking made an incest joke? 2 podcast hosts,
How do you like
one
my
incest joke.
anti-snowmobile?
The 2 podcast.
I like my snowmobile wire.
It was me this time, by the way.
Oh, just to knock him.
I'm going to Indiana Jones those guys.
Man, I haven't had my glasses on this whole time. I can barely see anything.
I think this is a perfect link for an episode. Guys,
Perfect.
Merry Christmas. Sorry if, I don't know. It's, is it good? I don't like the consumerism idea of it.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I
but
don't like that a lot.
I do like the idea, though, that if you find a good gift for somebody, that it works, you know?
For sure.
Because so you have to buy, you have to consume in order to find the perfect gift for somebody. But it is kind of weird that you do attach, like, people will buy anything for somebody. It doesn't even have to be a good gift.
Yeah.
I enjoy giving gifts and not so much receiving them.
I'm with that. I was more excited to give you guys your gifts last night than I was to get mine. But then I got them and I was just like, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Like, I really,
we are in tune.
I'm really excited about the shit I got.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. So
And
I'll enjoy them shortly.
I bought so my girlfriend Jackie. I bought her siblings stuff. And her 2 brothers, I got two brothers, 2 brothers. It's
one farted.
fighting. It's from Rick and Morty.
well, there is a movie called Two Brothers.
It's called 2 Brothers.
2 black guys?
Yeah.
Man, maybe you could put that in this part of the podcast. Like, rip the audio
It's
off
called
of
2
YouTube.
Brothers. But then in Spanish Armada, tomato attack, whatever the fuck. Anyway, so
That's a lot of things.
I got her brother Hamilton and Aaron Burr book. It's like the dual lives of them or whatever.
Oh, pun
compares them.
intended.
Yeah. And
Because
then
they killed one, not knowing another.
Aaron Burr
but,
killed
yeah.
Hamilton. But then she told me, she's like, the other day I walked into the house and he was reading that book. And I was like, oh, he liked it. And then her other brother, I got him Gengar, which is like a Pokemon thing. It's like a stuffed animal. And he's been he brings it everywhere with him around the house.
Nice.
And I'm like, that's awesome. I'm really glad that they liked him.
See, you'll be a good dad when you accidentally knock someone up someday.
I don't want to have kids at all.
You guys want to hear a funny Facebook status I just read?
Who's it by? Is someone I know?
Randall Van McTiernan, Emilio's friend.
Oh,
former
right.
roommate, if not current.
Van Meter.
This is great. I normally don't do this, but I just slid through a red light in front of a cop. He put his lights on and turned around to get me, but he slid into the side of the road and I'm home now. That is the best ever.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
That is
Comments,
so
I love
funny.
you, grandson.
I love you, grandson.
I want to put best status of 2016.
Oh, that's great. Well, we need a good status of 2016 because 2016 has been a big old ball sack of a year.
Yeah. Guys, let's put this to an end. Alex, thanks for sitting in on the podcast in your own house.
Oh, my pleasure. I'd be happy to host it in the future, too.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah.
Here's a Christmas song to play us out. And then we put one in.
Oh, I thought we were going to...
Oh, say, can you see?
By the dawn's early light,
I pledge allegiance
to the flag.
I get it.
of the United States all America.
Cunty Big McButternuts.
Oh my god.